Hi everyone, welcome back to Event Advice with CrowdComms. Another video with me and Matt. This time we're going to be talking through event branding. Now we're a very customizable platform, so this is very dear to our hearts. But Matt, why would someone look for a platform which is very, very customizable and brandable?
Well, I don't think there are that many platforms that are very customizable and brandable, but I think looking for one that is incredibly important. It doesn't matter whether you're a huge, big brand like a Nike or a small, relatively small organization like ourselves, our brand matters. The fonts that we use, the colors that we use, the spacing that we use, the feel is incredibly important to us. So finding a platform that enables you to share your brand so that when someone lands on it, it echoes that is absolutely crucial. And then giving them the flexibility to choose the features that they want within that customization is equally as critical.
Yeah, I mean, it's us getting out of the way, really, isn't it? We do not want to promote ourselves. We want to give all of that to the brand themselves and make sure that when a delegate lands on that event app, they know that they're in a familiar place. They can see the same values as they've seen from the website. They're in a familiar place, and they think, this could be an app that actually they've built in-house themselves.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're trying to encourage. You want them to land and think that Deloitte built a Deloitte platform, that they've invested and created a platform that their users land on. That white labeling is what sets us apart and is what has helped us to grow our business. It's also really important for agencies or partners that we work with that they can really share their expression or their passion for the event through our technology, can genuinely replicate their brand image, their kind of event kind of branding concept through our technology. It's incredibly powerful for them to be able to do that, and it's really important. You referenced something called familiarity there. That's a prime UX piece, isn't it? If something is familiar, it makes sense. If it makes sense, it's easy. If things are easy, then people use it. The minute that things are more challenging or difficult, you've lost. Our purpose as a technology company is to simplify everything. You land, it makes sense. I meet that person, I watch that session, I engage with that content. Now, how we brand it, how we lay it out, our flexibility in our approach dictates the success of that.
Yeah. And if I was going to geek out for just a bit, now I know people don't necessarily notice this sort of thing, but as a designer, you touched on padding, margin, negative space, iconography, typography. Those are the key features for me to give people the ability to get anywhere near to their brand.
Mm.
It's okay swapping out, using your own brand images or swapping out colors is never going to get anywhere near someone's brand.
No.
But particularly if they are a very mature brand who've got brand guidelines and they've got design systems in place, which already dictate the size of every piece of font, the size of the subheading, the size of the speakers, the size of the profile images. Are they square? Are they round? Do they have slightly rounded corners? Like the tiny little detail, how when we did an event for Google not long ago, like the spacing between the menu items
Yeah.
on the left hand side, making sure that you could swap out any of the icons that they wanted for the specific icon that they wanted to use in that area.
It's that detail that sets an event apart. Not to over dramatize it, but it really makes it different. It sets us apart, which is one of our key components. I think the other important thing is its continuity across stack. So we are building our badge, we're giving them the same flexibility, the same ability to customize that badge, not just in terms of the field and the information we put on it, but the layout, the design. When we're building registration, the ability to create a website that reflects your event and your brand, and having that continuity into the event app or the event platform if it's virtual or hybrid. So I think across the board, it's absolutely imperative that we get that right. And dare I say it, we do it better than anyone else.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, but I guess I would because that's kind of my job. So hopefully we get somewhere close to it. How about it's not just for the brand that are running the event. We, What about that customization for the exhibitors who are exhibiting at that event? So you might be on an event page that looks great, but then you go to somebody's company page, their profile. It's important to brand that as well, isn't it?
It's important to brand that. That's a given. I mean, I think we do it really well, but everyone else should be doing that. I think we go a step further. So let's talk about a sponsor. I can sponsor my booth. You can send a link. I can create my own booth. You can get your own design team to generate the assets, the links, the videos, the images, the documents, PDFs for your booth. So that's really important. But we can also sponsor all our results pages. So if you sponsor a session, when they click to live polling, the output is going to be sponsored by, in their branding, in their colors, with their logos. When we push alerts or notifications, we can push those alerts and notifications, embed branding. We can do surveys specific to a sponsor linked to those notifications. We can have sessions sponsored by those particular exhibitors or sponsors. So it goes much further than just the branding as a whole, or even for that sponsor. It's covering the engagement pieces. Kiosks. You turn up to an event, the kiosks are sponsored by CrowdComms. They're branded CrowdComms. The kiosk could be sponsored by 3 people. So let's have sponsors rotating on a ticker tape. So we can drive revenue again through customization and through branding, allowing that sponsor opportunity. Talked about badges. Badges, half a badge sponsored by, split branding, half. You've got that flexibility to create that sponsorship, that customization of brand to drive revenue for that particular event.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Matt. Loads to get your teeth stuck into there. We will see you again next time.